Hey guys, it's Stormy, and today's video is sponsored by Psychic Mix. They have a lot of different psychics on their website where you can get all types of readings. You can get a text reading, an email reading, a video reading, and they also have personalized birth chart interpretations. I've got a few readings from a couple of their psychics, and they were pretty accurate, and I wouldn't just take any sponsorship that came my way. I really believe in what they're doing, and all of the psychics on their website are verified and highly acclaimed, known for their accuracy. And if you use this code STORMY5, you can get 5 free credits, so make sure to check the links in the description below and check out Psychic Mix. And now to your reading.
Hey guys, today's video is Are You on the Right Path? Before you pick a pile, I just want to talk a little bit about what it means to be on the right path and what it means to be on the wrong path. In my eyes, there is no right or wrong path. We are all just human beings here to experience life, to learn lessons, and to create our own reality. The only thing that can make it so that you are on the quote-unquote wrong path is if you have taken a detour, if you are doing something counterproductive or distracting yourself from your true purpose. So today's video is more so guidance on your life path more than anything. So before you pick a pile, please take a few deep breaths in through your nose, filling your stomach with light air, and breathing out through your mouth and letting go of any tension you may be feeling at this moment. And please take your time, and once you have chosen your pile, you can skip to the timestamp in the description. Pile number 1 is on the far left, Adventurine. Pile number 2 is Jet. Pile number 3 is Shungite. Pile number 4 is Mucovite. And pile number 5 is Bloodstone. So once again, once you've chosen your pile, I will see you in the timestamp in the description below.
Those of you who chose pile number 1, Adventurine, this is your general reading for Are You on the Right Path? So on Adventurine it says, what is it? Shimmering Adventurine, the good luck stone, is a translucent green quartz containing particles that create a glittery effect called appropriately adventure scene. Its heart-centered happy-go-lucky vibes are a reminder that life on Earth experience is supposed to be fun. Who needs it? Melancholy inhabitants of ruts and funks, anybody with a side hustle, where to put it, in your pocket, on poker night, whenever you encounter people, places, and things hell-bent to bring you down to the gutter level. When to use it, when you find yourself in a crisis of confidence and it's time to wake up, clean up, and re-up your shine, show off your sparkle. So Adventurine, besides what it says on this card, it's a stone used very much so for good luck, bringing abundance into your life, bringing growth into your life, and incorporating positive thinking, which creates positive manifestations in your life. So for those of you who choose pile number 1, you may very well be starting to think more positively, and you're starting to notice that whenever you think positively, positive things start to happen. But also just kind of like being able to go with the flow as well and not expect too much of anything. Okay? So you guys have Taeyong the Poet, No Place Like Home, and I will be listing the decks that I used in the description below. And you have the Frog Animal Spirit. You have 3 of Worlds, Nurturing. The Affirmations, you have Courage. No one is fearless, no one, but even though I'm not fearless, I am courageous. When fear shows up, I don't run away from it. I use my courage to conquer it. My courage allows me to walk right up to the fear and kick it in the nuts, then quickly hide behind something bigger until it goes away. And then you have from the Rebel deck, Drop the Fucking Ego. Vulnerability is hot as fuck. Lovely. Alright. So I'm going to start with this frog spirit. I'm really drawn to this card more than any other card here. And I'm also going to draw some more tarot cards for my Rider-Waite deck. But as far as the frog goes, I'm getting a sense that if you chose pile number 1, that this is a time of really cleansing and rejuvenating. You may be feeling really emotional or really connected to your divine feminine energy, regardless of what your gender is. And there's a rebirth happening where you're reinventing old ideas and you are getting more grounded in your reality, but also just it's like a feeling that can't really even be put into words. It's like you feel so emotional, but it's a good emotional. It's like you're purging energy, you're purging what no longer belongs in your life, but also, like I said, with the rebirth, reinventing old ideas and old relationships, trying things in a new way than you are used to. And it's really a metamorphosis that you're going through where something changes inside of you and it starts to project in your outer world, and everything else starts to look different, because once you change your mindset, once you change the way that you're seeing everything, then everything, or the way you're even seeing yourself, then everything around you changes. You start to notice things that you didn't notice before. So I'm seeing you really purging and connecting to your heart chakra a lot and your emotions, but also in a very grounded way. You know, frogs go from tadpoles and they turn into frogs, and even though they transform into frogs, they still need that water element. I hope that makes sense. And the next card I'm really drawn to is Teom the Poet. I love this. Okay, so you guys are really trying to jazz up something. You're trying to change something up. It could be your routine, but there's something that you want to change or you already are changing in your life. You're starting to write down your ideas, write down what you want to manifest. It's really about this positive thinking. Positive thinking is a big theme with this pile. And, you know, Teom likes to have a lot of fun. He doesn't take things too seriously. He's a poet. But the one thing he takes seriously is his passions, his writing. He loves to write, and he takes that seriously if he doesn't take anything else seriously. So it's like learning to incorporate having fun with also being responsible and being serious when it's needed, but not being serious all the time and not just only having fun. Okay. So, and with the Three of Worlds, you're definitely creating something, pile number 1. Whether that's a project or you are cooperating with people on a project or building a relationship or even friendships. But I'm getting from this card that you really need to protect your manifestations. Protect what it is that you are creating. Make sure that nothing is going to get in the way of this manifestation, even if that's just simply negative thinking or people around you telling you otherwise, like saying, like, if you have a strong vision about something, don't let anybody tell you otherwise, okay? And know that the work that you put in to whatever this manifestation is, it's going to pay off if you put in that hard work. So are you on the right path, pile number 1? I think so. Your focus is very much so on creating a healthier space for yourself. No place like home. This could be about you getting rid of any unnecessary clutter that you have in your house, in your life. You know, our home is where the heart is, so it's like cleansing any negative energy you have about yourself or physical clutter around you, and just knowing that your environment really does affect your thinking. And if you're around people that are negative, then, and you feel upset about it, and you start feeling upset, that, I mean, nobody's bulletproof. We're not robots. If someone is directing negative energy towards us, of course we might feel some type of way about it, but it's really just rising above it and knowing, you know, I'm purging these things out of my life, and I know what's best for myself. Pile number 1, you have the courage to go after exactly what you want. But with drop the ego here, I'm getting this sense that it can go 2 ways. You can either, and maybe it's both, maybe sometimes you really feel very confident about what you're doing, and you're like, yes, I know exactly what I'm doing, and da-da-da-da-da, on my way. And then all of a sudden, you're like, oh my gosh, and you just question yourself, and you're like, is my work really that great? Am I doing a good job? Are people really going to connect with this? And it's like really trying to balance your ego and like just look at your ego in the face and be like, hey, chill out. We're fine. Everything is fine. And it's like, be vulnerable. The frog energy. Connect with your emotional side. You know? I'm getting like the sense that you are on the right path, but maybe you're giving yourself a hard time. Like, but know that good luck is coming, and your manifestations are coming to fruition as well. Okay. So let's see what we can get with some more cards here. Pile number 1. Highest collective energy. Those who choose pile number 1, Adventurine. Are they on the right path? Please have some clarification for pile number 1. Are they on the right path? Guys, got the World. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love this for you guys. 3 of Cups, friendship. Are they on the right path? A little bit more cards than I was hoping for. I'm going to put these back because it's just a lot. Are they on the right path? Those who choose pile number 1, Adventurine. Highest collective energy. There it is. The Ace of Swords. Sorry, I don't think I showed you guys the cards. One more card, please. I guess we're getting 2 more cards. Pile number 1. You guys have the 5 of Pentacles with Strength. I don't think I showed you guys these cards. Okay, so let's start with the World. This is absolutely beautiful. You guys have learned there's some situation that you're in where you have learned everything that you needed to learn, and now it's time for you to go out and show off what you learned and really just live your best life and stay completely authentic to yourself. Stay authentic to your vision. Definitely is what I'm getting. And you're going to be reuniting with a lot of, maybe a lot of old friends or family, or maybe you're going to be meeting new people coming into your life. These are soulmates, kindred spirits, okay? You're attracting these people into your life or back into your life. And it's definitely a cause for celebration with the Ace of Swords. This is the definite yes. The truth, you're seeing everything for what it is. Clear to the point. It's like, there's some kind of victory here. But there's also this Five of Pentacles energy where you either may feel a lack now, or you've felt a lack in the past of some area in your life. But I'm feeling that you're actually really, because it came out with Strength, I'm really feeling that you're actually getting out of that. You're starting to realize, you know what, I have everything I need to get where I want to go, and nothing's going to stop me. I have the endurance, I have the courage to face my fears and go for what I want. And that's what you're doing. And it's definitely, there's a balanced energy between, you know, just putting your energy where it's supposed to be and not putting in too much energy or too little energy. You're balancing energies between those two things. I really hope that makes sense. This is a collective reading, so if something doesn't resonate, please just, you know, don't worry about it. Maybe it wasn't for you, maybe it was for somebody else. Okay? So overall, I'm seeing you guys really purging your energy, connecting with your emotional side, manifesting your dreams into reality, and really just, you know, keeping an eye on your emotions and your mental state and what you're thinking, because your thoughts manifest. And knowing that you're going to be connecting with a lot of wonderful people, and you have the courage and the strength to get where you want to go, okay? So that is all that I have for you guys who chose pile number 1, Adventurine. If this resonated with you, please leave a like and comment, and if it didn't, you can give me a big thumbs down, alright? But I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will see you guys soon. If you guys chose pile number 2, Jet, this is your reading for Are You on the Right Path? So Jet says, what is it? Earthy and grounding, this true black mineroid variety of coal is an ancient fossilized driftwood. Who needs it? Empaths, witchy types. Where to put it? To clear a physical space of your body of uninvited vibes. Swipe Jet over the affected area and tell toxic energies, spirits, and tensions to peace out. When to use it? When asking for guidance from elsewhere, think seance, guided meditation, hardcore tarot session. Jet can take the edge off high vibe stones like Mucovite and Serpentine as a wise old friend to bring you a +1 wherever your triggers are sure to be on the guest list. Claim your space. So, this stone is really about healing, besides what it says in the card, of course. It's about healing from grief, anger, jealousy, sadness, just bad vibes, and really just putting energy where it's supposed to be. Like, especially if you're an empath and you chose this pile, it's like sometimes when you're an empath, it's hard to figure out if what you're feeling is what you're actually feeling, or if you're feeling somebody else's feelings. Like if you're around someone and you just kind of feel drained all the time, it might not be you. It might be because you know, the person around you is taking your energy, and you know, people might not purposely be doing that. People might not have bad intentions, and they might not be trying to drain your energy, but it tends to happen in some situations. And if that does happen, you know, just reclaiming your energies, you know, knowing I am protected I know what my feelings are, and that's not my feelings, and just really being able to discern between the two, okay? So you guys have undressing of a salad, co-create. I will be listing all the decks I'm using in the description below as well. In the spirit animal you have octopus. Don't take it personally. If someone starts to speak unkindly to me, I'll remember that they've got something going on that has nothing to do with me. Like maybe they just pooped their pants. Yes, that's probably it. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Don't take it personally. And also just like discerning between energies and knowing that if someone is being unkind to you, it's most likely because they have their own insecurities and their own problems going on, and it really doesn't have anything to do with you. So then you have Nine of Worlds, Harvest. And Rebel deck you have Fuck Fear. It will lie to your face. If that ain't true, I don't know what it is. Alright. So lovely reading pile number 2. So let's start with the octopus. I'm very, very drawn to this card. Okay. So this often talks about, like I was saying, I'm really feeling if you chose this pile, you are empathic or you're very sensitive to other people's emotions, even if you don't consider yourself an empath. And this talks about needing to have boundaries, okay? Needing to have boundaries with certain people and certain situations, and also taking time alone to yourself. What I'm really getting here, some of you may feel the need to pretend to be something that you're not. You know, male octopuses, they often pretend to be female octopuses so that they can kind of slip in and get close to the female octopus so that they can mate. But of course that's not exactly what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that you may feel the need to try to fit in with people or fit someone else's mold, what someone else expects of you, because it's just the easy thing to do. It's easier to pretend to be something that you're not to get by, especially around certain people. You know, this could be at a workplace. You know, it's just like, but also being inconspicuous, going under the radar. So maybe you have some plans, maybe you have something that you are wanting to manifest and you're not really talking about it, you're just kind of under the radar. You're like, I'm gonna do this, but I'm not gonna make it known yet. You're waiting until the right moment to make this known, okay? And maybe I'm also getting a confrontation, having a confrontation with people who you may feel drained by, or, you know, confronting a situation, or also just inconspicuously under the radar, kind of like trying to get away from a situation because it may be harmful to you. But also, once again, taking time to yourself and having boundaries, because this can also be about, there's so many meanings to this I'm getting right now, being, you know, kind of codependent, or just needing to have someone around, or not being okay alone, not being okay with yourself. So I'm really seeing it's vital, pile number 2, that you take time to yourself to recharge your energy as well. You know, keep some jet around you, keep some tourmaline around you, or onyx around you, black stones for protection of this kind of energy, okay? But you are very intelligent. You know what you have to do intuitively, and I do feel like if you listen to what I was saying in the beginning, I don't think that anybody's really on the right or wrong path. Like, it's just detours, and I feel as though pile number 2, you may be taking a detour, there may be distractions, and it may just be a situation where you feel stuck, you feel like you can't really maneuver your way out of it, but you surely can, and you surely will. I'm seeing that you are creating your reality. This can be about creating with other people, but more than anything, it's creating your reality, which you want to see, trusting your intuition and trusting the guidance of your spirit guides and your higher self, okay? And I also am getting the message, chase your dreams. Do not be afraid to chase your dreams, okay? And make sure that you check in with yourself, check in with your body. Even if you don't like meditation, just take 30 seconds to feel your body, breathe, feel yourself breathing. Ask yourself how you're feeling in that moment and connect with your higher self and your spirit guides, because they want the best for you, okay? The Nine of Worlds. There is something that you may be completing in your life, and it's time for you to harvest the fruits of your labor of whatever this is. You're getting results. Something in your life, whether that's work or a relationship or just your own spiritual revelations, your personal growth. There's some kind of completion, and you're really taking the time to know your worth, learning that you are good enough, you are amazing, and you can do whatever you want with or without anybody. And even though there may be some like chaotic energy around you, you're able to walk in the rain. There's a song that I used to listen to when I was in middle school, and it's called Stand in the Rain, and it's just about really just, you know, sitting in the midst of a storm. And it's ironic, my name is Stormy, but you know, just sitting in the rain, feeling your emotions and knowing that everything is going to be okay, even if you're feeling down, even if you deal with mental health issues, for example, or physical issues, or you're having problems in some areas of your life. Everything is going to be okay, and you're going to be able to get through this. You know, fear, fuck it. Fuck fear. What's fear doing for you? You know, what is fear? What good does fear do for anybody unless we face it? You know? Undressing of a salad. Like, you really are staying cool, staying calm in the midst of this, and even though things might be chaotic, you're able to get things done. You're able to persevere through like a soldier. Like it's really lovely, and it's like I'm seeing that you're really noticing the little things that are happening in your life, and you're starting to reflect on them and reflect on other people's actions around you and the way that you react and they react. And even though this is called undressing a salad, it's very getting very like kind of paradoxic energy from this. It's like, yes, you are completing something, but you're also picking it apart. You're also starting something new. It's the Ouroboros, you know, the infinity. An ending always inevitably means a new beginning is coming as well. And no matter if you have some kind of fallout in your work, or you have a fallout with a relationship or a friend, it's like, no matter what, you're going to be okay. But I'm seeing that there's a need to evaluate what in your life no longer serves you for your highest good, okay? Because I'm definitely seeing there's some kind of negative energy, and that might very well just be a negative headspace as well, okay? So I'm going to see what else we can get using my Rider-Waite deck. So for the highest collective energy, those who choose pile number 2, Jet. Are they on the right path? So 4 cards, please. Five of Swords. Page of Swords. Alright, yeah. Ace of Cups. Love that. Alright, one more card, please. You guys have the Hanged Man. Yep. Alright. So, I'm getting that this could very well have to do with other people. Gossip. I'm getting gossip because of the Page of Swords with the Five of Swords. It's like, sorry about that noise. It's like you're a mediator going in between other people's, it's like he said, she said. It's like you're around people that like to gossip and they like to talk crap, basically. And I mean, if this doesn't resonate, don't take it, but for some of you, it's like there's people around you that just like to gossip a lot, and it's like you start to wonder, well, if they're saying all of these negative things about these people, then why wouldn't they be saying things about me? You know, it's like, it's kind of like that energy. And you're really cutting free of this, but once again, there's a feeling of chaos, and it's like your soul wants to move away from it. And for some of you, this could be internal conflict that you're dealing with. Maybe some kind of habit that is just hard for you to break. There's just something that feels difficult for you to get out of, but once you get out of it, you're going to feel so much more calm. You're going to feel so much more at peace with yourself. And that brings me to these two cards. You know, the Hanged Man, he's waiting for the right moment, and he'll know when the right moment is to take action. And I'm seeing that you will find a lot of new emotional fulfillment. For some of you, this could be new love coming in. But and if some of you are dealing with a romantic situation where you feel like you want to be around them all the time, and it's like maybe they're not fully reciprocating, or because this could be a love situation where you are trying to be around this person a lot, and maybe they're just like trying to get space because they need their own space, or vice versa, you know. And just knowing that everything is going to happen when it's supposed to, and don't take it personally. Like, some people have bad days, even if it's a friend. If you have friends who, like, just being able to give people space and give yourself space and have healthy relationships with people around you, and taking this time to gain a new perspective on any of this that resonates with you. Like, just take some time to really, you know, reflect on your feelings, like I was talking about. And new emotional fulfillment is coming your way. And whether that's self-love or love from other people around you, it's like you're going to take the time to love yourself. You just have to face this fear, and you have to take time to yourself and know that you're worthy. So that is all that I have for you if you chose pile number 2. If this resonated with you, please leave a big thumbs up and a comment below. And if it didn't, you can give me a thumbs down. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will see you soon. For those of you who choose pile number 3, Shungite, this is your reading for Are You on the Right Path? So it says, what is it? Shungite is a coal-like mineral. Its carbon molecules, called fullerenes or buckyballs, form in the shape of tiny geodesic domes. It's electric conductive, and it's only found in Karelia, Russia. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Where local spas have taken advantage of the mineral's purifying powers for centuries. Who needs it? Anybody looking to get honest with themselves. Where to put it? In your water bottle? Meditating with Shungite can get the good vibes flowing through you like electricity through a neon sign that reads, yes, when to use it. When it's time to reclaim your energy from wherever it's been and whoever it's been with, get real with your truth. Alright, interesting. Pile number 3. So, other than what this says in the card, this stone is all about bringing new blessings into your life and healing from old wounds and purifying, getting rid of old habits that are just unnecessary. They don't serve you anymore. And just knowing that new blessings are coming your way. So I'm going to list the decks that I'm using in the description below if anyone's interested. So pile number 3, you guys have the Bodacious Bodach. You have Breathe. And Spirit Animal, you have Starfish. You have from the Affirmations, Personal Growth. As I move towards greater consciousness, I feel old thoughts and habits fall away. Like training wheels on a bike, they helped me get to where I am, but now I can ride. I don't need those slow and crummy wheels, except when I'm making bike analogies. And then you have the Tower. Love the Tower. And you have from the Rebel deck, this card, which says figure shit out on your own. So there is definitely something that you need to connect with your intuition and figure it out. And I really think that's why this Breathe card is here, because I feel as though if you choose pile number 3, you are in a headspace or just some kind of mindset of where you're not connected with your intuition. Maybe you're overthinking, or I'm getting a sense of like you're just running away from something that is bound to happen, especially with this Tower energy, okay? So I'm getting that right off the bat, you may be distracted or taking a detour from your path. You may have forgotten your path, but don't be discouraged. Don't click off this video because I'm not here to, scold you or be like, you're doing this wrong. It's not like that. Everybody gets distracted. We all take detours. This is completely normal, okay? So it's just that there's something that you need to let go of. There's something that you need to purge. And I'm really drawn to this card first, the Tower. There's a metamorphosis that needs to be taken place. An unstable foundation has been built, whether that's a mental state, a friendship, or a work environment. There's just something that you have been doing that you're so used to doing. It's routine, and because you're so used to doing it and it's comfortable, you're afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. But you know deep down in your intuition and your soul that there's something that needs to be changed. And often with this card, I'm getting this feeling, sometimes when the Tower is here, it can be like you know that something needs to change, but you don't want to be the one to change it. You don't want to have to make that step. You'd rather the universe just do it for you. But I'm getting that there is changes that you have to make, and there's a cooperation you need to have with the universe to manifest what it is that you're looking to manifest, okay? The next card I'm really drawn to is the Bodacious Bodach, okay? Now this card is the meddler. He's getting into things that he's not supposed to be. He's, at 2 a.m. opening the cookie jar and eating 30 cookies, He's just doing unnecessary things. He's taking unnecessary actions. This could be you, this could be somebody else. But there is this energy of just kind of like anxiety, feeling the need to do something, even though you really don't have to be doing anything right now. Maybe all you really need to do is just sit down and, take a break and breathe. But it's also about, jumping to conclusions. If somebody might say something to you, or not say something to you, you might be overthinking it and just being like, well, this is what it must be. when you don't really know that because you didn't ask. And then, now this is just an example, okay? And take what resonates, leave the rest. This is a collective energy, but there's just a sense of like sabotaging as well. Like this could be self-sabotaging, or maybe someone, you may feel as though other people may be trying to sabotage something in your life. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. There's a challenge here. I'm drawn to the number 5. There's a challenge here that needs to be worked through, and there's a change coming in your life. But you may have to make these changes. Personal growth, okay? Like, you've grown a lot, and there's some things that you've been doing for so long that may have worked for you for a long time, but they're just not working for you anymore. And you really need to sit with your intuition. You need to reflect on your past actions, your past decisions, and really get to the root of, you know, why you may be feeling this way, why you may be drawn to doing unhealthy things, or going back to unhealthy situations. And if this doesn't resonate with you at all, you know, maybe it's not meant for you. But if this is resonating for you, okay, that's really what I'm getting. That's the message I'm getting, is the need to sit with your thoughts and your mind and feel it out. Because I'm seeing with the starfish, you may be a little bit too focused on superficiality. You're too focused on what's on the outside, whether that's your looks, like maybe you're too focused on how you look, how other people see you, and that can really be damaging if our worth comes from other people and not from within ourselves, because the only true peace of mind about, you know, validating ourselves is not going to be from other people. It's going to be from within ourselves, within our soul. That's where we're going to find the most unconditional love and validation. But I'm also seeing this is a good thing for you, because there's some... this is a good thing. What I mean is there's a flip side to this. Although you may be focused on superficiality, you're also in the spotlight. People are noticing you, but that also may be giving you anxiety that people are noticing you and people have their eyes on you. You know, just however you perceive it is whether it's a good or bad thing, right? But I'm seeing that there's something that you could thrive at. There's something that the universe, your spirit guides, your higher self wants you to thrive in, and you really have to sit and meditate on that thought. And I really think it's connected to what your soul's purpose is, and, you know, really reclaiming your power, reclaiming your space, and tearing down, burning what no longer serves you. Just letting it go with love. You know, I don't need this anymore. I'm letting it go. And it's peaceful. And it might also be bittersweet, but you taking that action is going to give you so much growth and so much purification and serenity. So I'm going to see what else my tarot cards may have to say about this for you. So the highest collective energy of those who choose pile number 3, Shungite. Are they on the right path? 4 cards, please. 10 of Swords. You know, I'll get to that in a second. Queen of Wands. You know, this might look bad, but to me, in my eyes, looking at this, it's so beautiful, and it's a good thing, and I'm like literally getting emotional during this reading for you guys. Wow. I just got chills. Oh, highest collective energy those who choose pile number 3. Comment below if you got chills watching this reading, because I did. Are they on the right path? The 7 of Cups. And last but not least, the Knight of Pentacles. Awesome. Amazing. Alright. So there's an ending. There's an ending, whether that's a mindset, a relationship, a connection. There's just something that has ended, and it's inevitable that it's ended this way, but it's for the better, and you are going to heal from it. You're going to learn from this experience, and you're going to be able to look at the positives again. Okay? And you're getting into your Queen of Wands energy. You're incorporating your best self with your dark self, your shadow self, and you know, knowing that every single part of you is beautiful inside and out. And I really just want to talk about this because in the 7 of Cups, I was really drawn to this little, you know, napkin ghost looking thing. But it just made me think, you know, it doesn't matter what's on the outside, it matters what's on the inside. And you're going to be able to see how beautiful you are on the inside, how amazing, you know, everything that you've accomplished in your life is, and everything you're going to accomplish, and knowing that you're a powerful being. And although we're all just human beings, we create our own realities, and we have the free will to do whatever we want with our lives. And you are going to find that self-confidence again. And it's not about, you know, how you dress, what, if you wear makeup, what hair color your is, you know, it doesn't matter about appearance. It's about what's on the inside, what really matters. And there's this slow and steady progress that you're making. Like, don't feel discouraged if you feel like, you know, oh, am I not doing good enough? Or if you feel like other people are thriving more than you. You may be feeling like jealous of other people, or other people may be feeling jealous of you for some reason. But just knowing that you are on your own path, you're making your own steady progress, and to not be so worried about what other people are doing, because what really matters is what you feel like doing, what life you want to create, okay? It's not about what other people think. It's about what you feel, and the options are endless. There's so many different possibilities, and you can create and manifest whatever it is you want. You just really need to connect to your intuition and figure out what changes you need to make in your life that are going to allow more space to create new manifestations. Because if you have a bunch of things going on, good or bad, it can be hard to create new manifestations unless you make space for these manifestations. I mean, and this could be as simple as cleaning a space, a physical space. You know, every little thing that you do matters. Just know that. Brushing your teeth in the morning, that matters. You know? All of these things matter. Whether or not you think they do or not, you are good enough. You will thrive despite any challenges or any endings. You are going to make it through it. Okay? So that was pretty deep. If this resonated with you, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if it didn't, you can give me a thumbs down. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you soon. For those of you who choose pile number 4, Mucovite, this is your reading for Are You on the Right Path? So on the back of this card it says, What is it? Heady Muscovite, also known as a common mica, acts as a navigation tool for explorers of the supernatural and synchronistic. Who needs it? The pragmatic, empirical, and reasonable. Anyone who has ever asked themselves, how did I not see this coming? Where to put it, against your forehead while peering into the future. When to use it, when I want to believe is your MO. When you feel like you've been missing the signs, when you've had a problem logic won't solve, when you've blown the lid off with too much meditation, microdosing, or multivite and need to get a grip. Develop your foresight. So, other than what is said on the back of this card, I'm getting that if you chose pile number 4, that you're really starting to gain your own confidence, whether that's in your work, in your relationships, in your personal growth. You are gaining confidence and really connecting to your intuition and seeing other people's perspectives, seeing all types of perspectives, like an expansion of your perception and your thinking. So you're starting to think outside of the box, and you're starting to have all these ideas come to you, and once again, just trusting your intuition. So there's for that. So you guys have Nels the Alchemist, Yin, the Raccoon, Beauty. I'm beautiful even when I don't think it. I'm beautiful even when I don't see it. I'm beautiful no matter how many people don't say it. I'm beautiful and I don't even care if you know it. I'm beautiful, which is why I don't have to try so hard all the time to show it. I love that for you guys. And then you have Woman of Wands, Censor. And from the Rebel deck, you have You Are Loved. You are here for a reason, don't fuck it up. Alright. So, the first card that I'm drawn to is Yin. So, if you choose pile number 4, you are really, really connected to your divine feminine energy, regardless of if you're a man or a woman watching this. Gender doesn't matter here, okay? You're connected to the energy of the moon, to the energy of receiving, not necessarily taking action and doing this and doing that. No, you are sitting and you are receiving. You don't have to really do anything because you've already started to manifest what it is that has been in the works for a while now. Like, this could be months, this could be a year. There's just something that you've been manifesting, pile number 4, that is coming to fruition, and you no longer have to really do anything except for be willing to receive. This is also about taking cues, you know, knowing when it is time to take action. Like, you'll know it by the signs that the universe is giving you and the signs that other people are giving you as well. Especially if you want to relate this to friendships or relationships, taking cues when to take action in those relationships. Okay, so Nels the Alchemist. She looks at her wand, wittily smiling, because she knows that something big is about to happen. And you know this with the Woman of Wands Censor as well. Pile number 4, you know something is about to happen in your life. And it's going to change your life, and it's going to be an irrevocable change. And it might not be a change that you expected, but it's going to be the change that you needed. It's going to be exactly what you needed to get into a new chapter of your life. Pile number 4, I think you are going into a new reality. A lot of things are changing for you. Your perception is changing. New people are coming into your life, and this is supposed to happen, and it's going to change you. It's going to change everything, but it's for the better. And that brings me to this next card, the raccoon. You're really doing shadow work, and you are starting to love all parts of yourself, the good, the bad, and you're loving the good and the bad in life, because without, if everything was always good, how would we ever be grateful for what we have right now? So, and also, if anybody was perfect, wouldn't that be so weird? Like, if there was a person that just never made mistakes, how would we ever evolve if there wasn't any bad things that ever happened, or if there wasn't any bad things about us? So it's about really taking the time to learn to love all parts of yourself. And I'm seeing that if you choose this pal, you may have some hidden talents that are surfacing, and you're starting to just see a lot of things that you missed for a long time. It's like you have a whole new set of eyes, pile number 4, and you're seeing yourself beautiful. You're seeing the world as beautiful. You're waking up every day feeling grateful for what you have, and you can finally come out of hiding. I feel like if you choose pile number 4, you've really been in hermit mode for a long time now. Isolation, solitude, taking the time to go within, but now it's your time to shine. Pile number 4. There's something that's about to happen, you know it. And once again with this black cat here, healing your shadow self and learning to love it. And if there's something about yourself, like if there's habits that you have that you don't like, then you can always change those habits. But knowing that you as a person, your core is always your core, and it won't change, it will only evolve. And I'm envisioning those who choose pile number 4 just sitting in your house, just sitting wherever it is, and just having all of these things come to you out of nowhere. I'm also sensing that pile number 4, you may have a lot of animals that are drawn to you currently. I don't know why I got that message, but there's just a lot that you're attracting, and whatever energy that you're in is the energy that you're going to be attracting. And you are loved. I feel like this is a reminder. Some of you may be having some doubts about love, and just know that you are loved, and everything happens for a reason, the way that it is supposed to happen. And it's right now is the time for you to ground yourself and just let everything happen. Go with the flow of the energies, and yeah. Don't overstimulate yourself, pile number 4. Some of you may be having some self-reflection as well. Feeling that for a lot of people. Okay. So I'll see what else I can get with the Rider-Waite deck. The highest collective energy, those who choose pile number 4, Mucovite. Are they on the right path? 4 cards, please. The Emperor. That's so interesting. Okay. Pile number 4. The Knight of Cups. The World. And the 5 of Swords. Okay. So there is some doubts here. So these are your cards. Cups. Emperor. Okay, so there's challenges that you're having to face, and that is why you feel maybe the need to hide yourself from the world. But I'm really getting the message to free yourself from any limiting beliefs and to really just let yourself be out there. Even if, be yourself, be your fullest authentic self, even if other people don't like it, Who cares what they think? Who cares if someone else has a problem with you being yourself? As long as you're being yourself, it doesn't matter. And as long as you take responsibility for your own doings, then it shouldn't matter. And this is quite the opposite of the yin energy. This is very much so the yang energy, the masculine energy. So I'm getting for some of you, this is somebody else. I hate to make this reading about love because it's really about you more than anybody else. But I'm seeing that for those of you who choose pile number 4, there very well may be a significant relationship that is entering your life currently, and it's going to affect you for the greater good. This relationship is meant to happen. It is going to teach you a lot, and you are starting to feel whole with yourself. You don't need anybody else to feel whole. And you're going to get past these limiting beliefs. You're going to, if you ever find yourself surrounded by petty people or internal conflict, this is you being like, you know what, I don't have time for this. There's so many better things that I could be doing right now than focusing on this energy. And you're just going to put the swords down and you're going to walk away from it because it's not doing you any good. And this is you taking charge and you're like, this is my life, and I'm going to create it the way that I want to create it, and no one else is going to tell you otherwise, pile number 4. And you're falling in love with life, you're falling in love with people, finding gratitude and love for friends, family, relationships, and just, there's a sense of wholeness here, okay? So, yes, you're on the right track, you're on the right path, of course, and something is about to happen for you, pile number 4, and it's going to be very sudden, but it's going to be very good, okay? So I hope that this resonated with you. If it did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day. If it didn't resonate, you can give me a thumbs down, but yeah. For those of you who choose pile number 5, Bloodstone, this is your reading for Are You on the Right Path? On the back of this card it says, what is it? Bloodstone is an earthy green chalcedony splattered with seriously activated red jasper. In the Middle Ages, some believed the red splotches on the stone's surface were the blood of Christ. Who needs it? The constantly overworked and completely drained by the soul-sucking machinations of modern life, Capricorns. Where to put it? Wherever you do the important work, spiritual, physical, and psychological. When to use it? When you're totally bled dry and it's time to get into your body and start feeling your damn self. Sleep, get some exercise, take nourishment. Call on Bloodstone to drag your ass out of the house to face the day, chin up, head high. Power up your vitals. So besides what it says on the card, Bloodstone is really about taking the time to recharge, and also if anybody, spews some negative energy at you, to just take it like water off a duck's back. Like, don't let it affect you. Don't think too deeply about it. Just let it go. And by doing so, you're going to find inner strength and inner beauty and vitality, and learn to really, control your own thoughts, control your own emotions, and how you react to the outside world, okay? So you guys have Luathis the Wild, a change in the wind, ideal partnership. I am a rare and precious find. My brilliance will be reflected back to me when I am paired with a true match. My ideal partnerships and working relationships are easy and free-flowing. I deserve greatness because I am greatness. And to paraphrase Rumi, what I'm looking for is also looking for me. In fact, he or she might be paraphrasing Rumi right now. So that's sweet. Then you have the elk, animal spirit, 8 of Worlds, change. Some good shit is about to happen. Don't let your issues fuck it up. Alright, so there's a lot of earth energy here, but also a lot of fire energy. Now, I haven't been drawn to talk about signs in any of the other piles, but I really feel like those of you who choose pile number 5 could be earth or fire signs. But let me start with Luathis the Wild, because this is what I'd consider a challenge card here. Your energy may be a bit scattered, and that is the only reason in which you might be distracted from your path or taking detours, because you have so much energy pent up inside of you that you don't know what to do with it, so it's just going everywhere. It's going outward everywhere, and you may be reacting very quickly without thinking too much about it. So if you choose pile number 5, I highly suggest taking some time to yourself to meditate or just breathe, just focus on the moment and think, before you decide to do something. Take a little bit more time than you usually do. Now, if you already take the time to do, before you do anything and you already meditate, then it's just that you are putting your passions into specific things, work, relationships, whatever it might be, but make sure to not overwork yourself. You see, I don't know if you guys can see this, but he's squishing this guy's face at the bottom, and his face is all like, ugh, like he's just tired, he's overworked, he needs to take a break. So if you guys feel that way, take time to yourself. If things are happening really quickly right now and you're like, whoa, because I'm seeing change, the word change twice here. Things may be changing around you very quickly, so just, take time to absorb the information and really, just be like, okay, so this is how I'm feeling right now, this is what's happening around me, and this is what I'm going to do about it. Because pile number 5, you're definitely taking action, and you have all of the right resources, the elk energy. You have all the right resources to manifest what it is that you want to manifest. You are a very reliable person, and people come to you for guidance. People come to you for advice because you have this wholesome, humble energy about you, but at the same time, very fiery, very to the point. Interesting. And I'm also seeing that you're sticking to your core values, not letting anything sway your core values. If someone was like, this is just a pure example, but if someone was like, hey, let's go to a bar and get drunk, and you're like, I don't drink, and they just kept peer pressuring you, you're sticking to, no, I'm not going because these are my values, this is how I feel about this specific thing, and just because you do that, that's fine, I won't judge you for that, but this is how I feel, and you need to respect my boundaries, right? I'm seeing that a lot of you are manifesting new relationships into your life, all kinds of relationships. And those of you who are in a relationship, there's a time in your relationship where you really are just feeling grateful for each other and realizing, wow, like we're such a good match, and a lot of gratitude for that. But there's a lot of changes around you. But they're good changes, obviously, because some good shit is about to happen this year. With the Eight of Worlds here, you are getting rid of old ways of doing things, and you're learning to try things in a new way. And you're starting to master the skills that you've already been working on. Okay. I'm also getting that you are preparing for something to happen. Some of you may be moving locations, or like this is a change I'm feeling for most of you that you have decided to do. For a lot of you, I don't think this is like a random change that just happens and you had no idea. I think that you knew this is happening, and you are the one putting in the changes because you want a change in your life. And I'm getting a sense of self-expression and not caring what other people think of you, okay? It's like, this is me, and if you don't accept me, then why are you even around me? You know? I definitely need some more clarification, pound number 5. There is a bit of a defensive energy. Maybe you're worried that people may be judging you, and it's like, so what if they are? People are going to judge you till the day you die. You just have to, like, let it go. Go with the flow. Do your own thing. Not worry about it. Just keep your priorities straight. Keep your eye on the target. Highest collective energy. Of those who choose, pound number 5, Bloodstone. On the right path. The Queen of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles. Page of Swords. And the Emperor. Interesting. Definitely taking action, pound number 5. Y'all are like, I'm ready for a change. I'm ready for something to happen. And I'm not just going to sit here and let life happen to me. I'm going to go out and I'm going to create the life that I want to make. Absolutely, pound number 5. I'm really getting that maybe you're judging yourself more than even other people judging you. Maybe you're just such a perfectionist about what you're creating that you're afraid to even put it out there because you feel like it needs to be a certain way. It needs to be perfect. But as long as you're creating something and you're putting it out there, then at least you've done that. Give yourself more credit for all the amazing things that you've manifested and that you're creating currently. You are receiving currently the fruits of your label, the hard work that you've been putting in, you are receiving it currently. And it's really just about taking the time to be grateful that these things are happening in your life. And there's messages coming through from your spirit guides. There's messages from other people coming through. Maybe there's a lot of opinions around you that it's hard for you to decipher what you want versus what other people want from you. But I'm seeing that at the end of the day, you know exactly what you want and how you're going to get it and how you're going to go about it. And you're incorporating all different sides of yourself in order to manifest this. And I'm seeing it very visionary. Like, some of you are creating art and you're putting it out there, and you have these visions of what you want to create, and these visions are manifesting. I'm really getting that, like, you're right on the target. You are right on the money, and it's like, it's right under your nose. What it is, if you feel any sort of lack, it's right under your nose. What you're missing is right under your nose. And you have it already. I hope that makes sense. Of course, we can always have more. We're always going to want more. We're human beings. But just know that everything that you have currently is good enough. And the more grateful that you are, the more great things that are going to come to you. I'm seeing a lot of you are really just following the light, letting the light take you where it needs to be. And although there's partnership here, I feel like focusing on work, focusing on, some of you could be entrepreneurs, focusing on that is really where most of your energy needs to be right now. Amidst all these changes, though, make sure to take the time to recharge. Okay, and put your energy where you feel like it really needs to be. Don't put your energy in unnecessary things that are just counterproductive. Because with this kind of energy, you can accomplish so much and you could do so many things. And it's all about just putting it in the right places. Power number 5. Let's see what's on the bottom of this deck. The Knight of Swords. Once again, that just confirms everything I'm saying, going right for it. But also, you know, making sure to take the time to, like, just enjoy what's around you. Like, while you're going, and things are changing all around you, just take some time to be like, you know what? It's a beautiful day outside. Everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be right now. And that is awesome. Right? So that's all that I have for you guys who choose power number 5. If this resonated, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If it didn't, you can give me a thumbs down. And I will see you guys soon.